Good evening. My name is Christian Pearson, and today I'll be talking about driving under the influence. Driving under the influence is a criminal offense that occurs when a person operates a motor vehicle while impaired by alcohol, drugs, or other substances. It is illegal in most countries and states due to the significant safety risks it poses to the driver, passengers, and others on the road. DUI is typically associated with impaired judgment, reduced reaction times, and an increased likelihood of accidents, injuries, and fatalities. Penalties for DUI convictions often include fines, license suspension, mandatory alcohol or drug education programs, and in some cases, imprisonment. Laws and consequences related to DUI vary by jurisdiction, but the primary aim is to discourage and prevent impaired driving to protect public safety. The magnitude of driving under the influence is significant and has far-reaching implications. Here are some key aspects. Public safety. DUI poses a severe threat to public safety. Alcohol and drug-impaired driving can lead to accidents, injuries, and fatalities on the road. In many countries, a substantial portion of traffic accidents is attributed to DUI. Economic costs. DUI-related incidents result in substantial economic costs, including medical expenses, property damage, legal proceedings, and emergency response efforts. These costs affect individuals, communities, and society as a whole. Legal consequences. DUI convictions can lead to legal consequences, including fines, license suspension, mandatory treatment or education programs, probation, and even imprisonment. These consequences impact the lives of those charged with the DUI. Social impact. DUI can have a lasting impact on the lives of individuals and their families. Accidents resulting from impaired driving can lead to severe injuries or loss of life, leaving emotional scars and trauma. Preventable nature. One significant aspect of the magnitude of DUI is that it is largely preventable. Through public awareness campaigns, stricter law enforcement, and responsible individual choices, the incidence of DUI can be reduced. Varied prevalence. The prevalence of DUI varies by region and country. Some areas have higher rates of DUI incidents than others, often influenced by cultural factors, accessibility to public transportation, and law enforcement efforts. Education and prevention. Various organizations and government agencies work to educate the public about the dangers of DUI and promote responsible driving habits. They also offer programs and services to help prevent DUI incidents. Technological advances, including breathalyzer devices and ignition interlock systems, are used to deter DUI and prevent impaired individuals from operating vehicles. In summary, the magnitude of driving under the influence is considerable and encompasses a wide range of social, economic, legal, and safety-related factors. Efforts to combat DUI include public awareness, legal consequences, and prevention measures, all with the aim of reducing its impact on society. As far as nationwide DUI rates go, Montana topped the list of states with the highest rate of drunk driving, followed by Wyoming and Texas. The District of Columbia fared the best with the lowest rate of drunk driving, with New Jersey and Utah coming in second and third. Here are a few factors that go into DUIs. Blood alcohol concentration is a critical factor that measures the percentage of alcohol in a person's bloodstream. The legal blood alcohol concentration limit for drivers varies by jurisdiction, but it's typically 0.08% in the United States. The higher the blood alcohol content, the more impaired a driver becomes. Alcohol consumption. The amount and type of alcohol beverages consumed play a significant role. Factors such as the number of drinks, the alcohol content, and the time over which the alcohol is consumed can affect impairment. Tolerance. People who drink regularly may develop a tolerance to alcohol, which can lead to a higher blood alcohol content being necessary to feel impaired. This can be dangerous because they might be more impaired than they realize. Age. Younger drivers, especially those under the legal drinking age, are more likely to engage in drunk driving. Inexperienced drivers may not fully understand the risks and consequences. Gender. Men are generally more likely to drive under the influence than women. Gender differences in alcohol metabolism and risk-taking behavior can contribute to this. Socioeconomic factors. People with lower incomes or fewer resources may be more likely to drive under the influence due to limited options to alternative transportation, such as taxis or ride-sharing services. Peer influence. Social situations and peer pressure can contribute to drunk driving. Individuals may feel pressure to conform to the drinking behaviors of their friends or colleagues. Past behavior. A history of previous DUI convictions or alcohol-related offenses increases the likelihood of future drunk driving incidents. Enforcement and penalties. The effectiveness of DUI laws, enforcement efforts, and the severity of penalties can deter or encourage drunk driving. Stronger laws and more visible enforcement can reduce DUI rates. Availability of transportation alternatives. The presence of reliable and accessible alternatives to driving, such as public transportation, taxis, or ride-sharing services, can influence a person's decision to drink and drive. Cultural norms. In some cultures or social circles, drinking and driving may be more socially acceptable, which can contribute to the problem. Education and awareness. Public awareness campaigns, educational programs, and initiatives to inform people about the dangers of drunk driving and its consequences can influence behavior. The availability of ride-sharing apps and personal breathalyzer devices can provide individuals with tools to make responsible choices and avoid drunk driving. Understanding these factors is essential for addressing the issue of drunk driving and developing effective strategies for prevention, deterrence, and education. Efforts to reduce drunk driving incidents often involve a combination of legal measures, public awareness campaigns, and community engagement. Two possible questions for further discussion on this issue are, what strategies and policies do you think are most effective in reducing instances of drunk driving? And how can we shift societal attitudes and norms surrounding alcohol and driving to further discourage drunk driving? Thank you for listening.